Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Dystopic if you don't know me, and today I want to talk about GTA 6 and their trailer that they're releasing on Netflix. Now, first and foremost, I just want to say I think everyone can agree that it's a weird decision to put them on Netflix first and foremost. We know that Netflix recently, within the past year, has done more outlandish things than what they usually do. For example, having live sports, the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight is a great example that started all of that for Netflix, and I think that that was kind of what made them decide to let's add more sports. That was a really popular event. We got lots of money from that. Let's add more. What I think personally is that Netflix knows how much people are hyped up for GTA 6, right? You'd have to be living under a rock to not know that GTA 6 is like extremely hyped. And so given that scenario, I honestly believe that perhaps Netflix saw it as a very good move on their behalf, or perhaps Rockstar reached out to them. I'm not sure which is which, but either way, they decided to collaborate. And so in the future, I believe August 24th, we will be getting a trailer on Netflix first, and then several hours later, we'll be getting the trailer on Rockstar's official YouTube channel. And now I just want to say a lot of people have been very angry about this decision, and they think it's total BS for them to decide to paywall it for a while. That's what a lot of people have been calling it, is paywalling. And honestly, I get it. I think that it is kind of stupid and a weird decision to put it on Netflix first and then put it on YouTube later. And one thought I had, and I don't know if people have been talking about it, but one thing that I'm kind of curious of is if people are streaming, if we're streaming live reactions to it, I'm 99% sure you cannot stream the trailer from Netflix, right? Like, everyone's had a moment where they've probably been on their phone, been on Netflix or whatever, and tried to take a screenshot and saw that the screen was black. So I'm pretty sure you can't screen record Netflix at all, and that's kind of like a, anti-piracy sharing kind of thing. I don't really like it, but it is what it is. So my point is, and the reason I'm saying that is, I feel like it's just gonna delay reaction. I feel like if streamers are gonna react to it, they're gonna have to wait until it comes out later on YouTube. And so what will likely happen is you'll have tons of people that have already seen it on Netflix and they're talking about it, but then the reaction content and the people who do it as their job, they're just gonna have to wait. And so it's gonna be kind of a weird thing. I feel like if that is the case, I feel like it's just a weird way to do it. Again, I comprehend that Netflix is a very profitable company and they're doing, out there things, and it's an ideal partnership for this trailer just so that they can cash in from that. And again, I don't know who partnered with who first, like who came up with the idea, but I just know that it's not a very good idea. It's a good idea in the aspect of money, but I do think that it is kind of shitty for the fans. Not everyone's got a Netflix subscription, and like I said, I get that it's releasing later, but it's still kind of dumb to delay the reactions. And certain people can see this early, but other people are gonna have to wait a little while. And it's happened in a lot of media, video games that have done, I guess, kind of similar, just not with Netflix. But either way, I see a lot of people just getting very angry about it and saying, why is it behind a paywall? That's the dumbest thing. And I agree. I just don't think it's something that is putting the majority of people first. I think it just puts the revenue first. It does build a little hype that you have to wait a few hours, I guess, but I don't really see it. I personally don't really get the decision other than just to have exclusivity and make money off of Netflix. I will say though, I know GTA 6 is hyped, but I really fully in my heart don't believe that the majority of people who don't have Netflix are about to go buy a subscription just so they can watch the GTA 6 trailer. I don't think that's happening. Personally, if I'm a smart man and I want to see this trailer, I want to see this special look, what is it? What is it? What is it? I'm not going to go spend my money just to see the trailer a couple hours. To me, that's just a dumb idea to do that. So even if they're looking to make money, I don't think they're going to make money in that sense of new subscribers. I don't think that's going to help Netflix in that. But I could be totally wrong. I don't see it happening, but I could be totally wrong. Now, finally, I wanted to talk about what this trailer might hold, because I feel like that's probably the most important aspect is, okay, think about it. Why is out of any trailer they've had and they've released for us, right? Why didn't they make those a special look? Why didn't they call those a special look? Why didn't they hide them behind Netflix for a while? Why are they building more hype for this one than the other ones, is basically what I'm trying to say. I think, and I could be totally wrong, and I'd be very disappointed if I am, But what I think it might possibly be is that there is going to be, well, when you say special look, what I like to think is, a snippet of actual gameplay for one, rather than like your cinematic or your title sequence. So I don't know, that I could be totally wrong about that, but that to me, you don't tee up something and don't make it special enough to where you're gonna paywall it for several hours on Netflix and then release it to the world separately and call it a special look and not expect people to think that it's going to be something huge like gameplay or story. So I have big expectations, but at the same time, I'm willing to be let down because quite frankly, trailers are trailers, man. You can't expect them to reveal much, and you can't expect them to not be greedy when it comes to doing things with a game with an audience as big as this. I mean, there's lots of posts out there of people saying GTA 6 will make or break people's careers. It'll make new YouTubers. It'll make new blah blah blah. I mean, I think it is a very culturally huge thing. So it's just important to keep that in mind when talking about this trailer. I'm hopeful that it'll be something cool, but you never know. It might be a letdown. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments. And ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next video I make. Alright, have a good one.